and welcome back. Today's video is going to be an update on closing my stretched lobes. It was about 3 months ago now that I decided I wanted to start the closing process. I was just ready. I wanted to start wearing earrings again, and I do have a video talking all about that, going into detail how long I had them, why I'm choosing to close them. I will link that down below in the description box in case you want to check that video out first if you haven't seen it, and then pop back over to this one because I'm not going to go into any of those details again since I do already have a previous video on it. So anyway, back to today's topic of just the update. It's been about 3 months, like I said, that I decided to take them out, and I started the process of letting them naturally shrink. The original method I was using was reverse stretching. I would put in the size down, let it adjust to it, and do that whole long process. And I was sticking to that method for the first couple of weeks, but honestly, it got a little bit annoying, a little bit tedious, so I just decided to completely take them out and just let them hang and close naturally. Let me just bring you guys closer so that way you guys can see the progress that I've made naturally closing them. So when I'm showing each ear, I'm going to see if I can pop an image up of what my ears looked like before, so that way you guys can see the progress that it has made. And my right ear is doing fantastic. I mean, look at this. It has shrunk so much that the hole is just looking really nice and tiny. It's so cute. But then you get to this one and it's just being super stubborn. I could put a full-on tunnel inside of this. I mean, it's large. I'm trying not to pull on it because I don't want to stretch it out anymore. I've been avoiding, you know, tugging on my ears or anything like that, just letting them be. So I just grew more and more frustrated with my left ear because the right one just kept shrinking, and this one has been staying the same. And I did attempt to close my stretched lobes one time before, and I had the same issue with my left side. It just doesn't want to close for whatever reason. I started looking into, you know, natural remedies, how to close them. There's some acid I believe you can take, some like natural acid that's supposed to help in the closing process. I didn't end up getting that. I was debating it, but then I wanted to explore all avenues. So I actually called my doctor to see how much it would be and if they would be able to sew my stretched lobes closed. And of course they couldn't do it there. They had to refer me to someone else. I ended up getting referred to a dermatologist's office. And when I went there for the initial consult, they told me that my ears were a perfect candidate to have them sewn closed, and that my insurance was actually one of the only ones that he's seen that they will not only cover the procedure, but they will cover the checkups in between, and then finally covering getting them re-pierced by that dermatologist at the end. They will cover it all. So as soon as they said that, I was like, fork yes, I will do that right now. Sign me up. Where's the list? Put me on it. That is actually what I am doing today. It is just a couple minutes away now that I need to leave. I have my procedure. I'm so excited. So I'm actually about to have them sewn closed, but I wanted to give you guys that update before we got into the whole procedure part, so that way you guys can see the 3 months progress. It's kind of funny, my husband actually got his stretched lobes closed a long time ago, almost 8 years ago, so he knows the entire process. He's going with me today. He's gonna hold my hand, and he's also gonna hold the camera because I'm bringing you guys in with me so you can see all the nitty-gritty details. Now let's just go ahead and leave. I'm so excited. Gonna get my ears so close. Let's go.
So my sleeve on my
I would
happy
not
suit.
trust you so much here.
It looked pretty good though. You even said it yourself. It came out good.
Yeah, your sleeve is good.
Yeah, your ears will look good too. It's about the same concept.
Yeah, I'm gonna say no to that. Not let you anywhere near it.
Next time. Next time.
Yeah, next time I'm gonna. Oh, but you still have the tiny hole in your ear. Why don't you just let me close yours up? Oh.
Because I'm not the one getting cut up right now, so.
Well, it's time for a little bit of an update. As you guys can tell, I'm no longer in the doctor's office. I'm already back home. The procedure's already done. I'm all wrapped up, and like my husband is calling me, I'm Dumbo. I have to keep these little wraps on for 24 hours, and then I can take them off and wash them the first time. So I am gonna do like another update tomorrow so that way you guys can see everything, because the procedure, my ears got really swollen in a certain area because of the anesthesia, so that's why I had a large bubble is what my doctor said. I want to show you guys the ears once they have started to go down in that swelling from the anesthesia, and I can take this off and I can show you guys all the nitty-gritty details of what my ears are looking like. But honestly, I look back at some of the footage and I was like, what did they do to me? It was so weird. The only thing that hurt is the anesthesia going in your ear. They have to poke you, I think it's 5 times in separate areas of the ear, and I hate needles. I hate them with a passion. Every time I can't stand it, and it hurts so bad. I almost passed out when they got to my right ear. They had to completely stop because I was just like and my whole face turned completely white. But after the anesthesia has taken in effect, it's almost instantly that you don't feel anything, and it's so strange because they just start to cut and work in your ear, and you can feel the motions, but you can't feel the pain. When they got to the sewing part, I could feel the thread like going through the ear and being pulled, and it was just the weirdest sensation ever. I can't even describe it. It's so strange, but it did not hurt at all, any of that part. I couldn't feel a thing. It's been about 3 hours. My appointment was at 11:15. It is now, I think, like 2:14, so it's been 3 hours since I first got there, like 2 hours since the procedure was done. It was pretty quick, took like 45 minutes. And at this point, the anesthesia is supposed to wear off. It's 3 to 4 hours, and then it wears off, and I can start feeling things in my ears again, where it's some pressure and a little bit of stinging. It's not too bad. I just took some Tylenol, and hopefully that's gonna go away. But I mean, so far it's not too bad. I'm definitely excited to see how it looks once the swelling goes down, because I was able to hold up a mirror and I was like, oh my god. I don't want to have that bubble there. Now all that is left to do today is just to kind of take it easy. Honestly, not that big of a procedure, but this was all I had on the agenda for today, so I'm just able to take it really relaxed. So I'm gonna sit down, get comfortable, and watch The Good Place. If you guys haven't seen that on Netflix, watch it now. That is such a good series. Oh my god, it's hilarious. You guys would love it. I'm gonna watch that right now, so I will check back in with you guys tomorrow so you can see my ears. I'll see you in a day.
Peanuts, peanuts, peanuts.
Look ridiculous right now. Good afternoon, you guys. It's actually the next day now. Quit looking at me. Why are you looking at me? Hold on, I'm gonna go in the other room. Can't do it with you watching me. Good afternoon, you guys. It is the next day now, and it is time to actually take these off, so I wanted to check in with you. And yesterday I was a little bit too optimistic about the pain. My doctor just spitted lies about it. It was really painful after all of the anesthesia wore off. I kept taking Tylenol and it did nothing really. So I ended up just spending most of the day in bed watching Netflix and sleeping to try to numb the pain for a little bit, because it was actually that bad. I found myself like holding the side of my head for a long period of time, just being like, oh, this freaking hurts. Today it's not as bad though. There's like a little stinging pain in the ear, but definitely not as bad as it was yesterday, so that's at least good. But it has now officially been 24 hours. Time to remove the little wrap. Let's go. Ooh, that looks gross in there. Ugh. How does it look? Scary? Good morning, guys. Please excuse the state that my hair and face is in. I just woke up. Morning, berries. And I started cleaning out my ears. I'm sorry the last little part ended kind of abruptly. I got a little bit nervous because of my left ear. It is extremely swollen, so it's creating like a weird shape to it, which I was just looking at and I was like, oh my God, did my ears just get botched? Did I completely F myself? I got really upset. I need a little bit to kind of cool down and be like, okay, it's swelling, it's gonna happen, it's gonna bruise, all of that. I mean, they completely cut it open and stitched it back together on both sides. It is down this way and down on the back on both sides. So it was also a lot more repair work on my left ear because the hole was not closing like the right one. The right one, it was a lot less work to do. So that's why this one looks a little bit more normal because they did less work to it. So this one is a little bit more swollen and extended. Hopefully that is gonna go down. We are almost 48 hours after the procedure. Typically they say you can be the most swollen from 48 hours to 72 hours. It really just depends on your body and how you react to things. I'm guessing I'm just one of those people that I get really swollen, especially with how much work they did on that ear. Fingers are crossed that they are gonna go down. It's 9 days until I go in for my checkup and they remove the stitches. They are dissolvable stitches. There you go. But my doctor said he just likes to remove it just to be on the safe side. So I'll probably keep doing checkups until that day so that way you guys can really see the progress. Let's keep on healing. Oh man, you guys, I'm so sorry. I had some footage checking up in between showing you guys my ears, the progress after a few days, and I accidentally deleted that footage. I don't have that to show you. It has now been 14 days since the procedure and things are looking really good. After it was 10 days, I went back and had the stitches removed. Actually, for the most part, the stitches had completely dissolved. They were dissolvable, so they started falling out after, I think it was 7 to 9 days. They fell out completely. This ear, my left one, all the stitches had dissolved. On the right one, there just was one remaining little one that he just had to pull out. The rest had completely dissolved, and here is what both ears look like. There is quite a bit of scarring. I mean, that is completely normal. It did have to be opened and stitched together again, so it is gonna look a little bit Frankenstein-y, but I'm so happy with how my ears look right now. I think they look great, especially the right one. It looks really good. I'm super happy with the progress that my ears have made. The swelling has gone down tremendously, and now they are starting to look so much more normal. It was a really easy healing process after the first day where I had the most amount of pain. Everything was smooth sailing. I just had to keep them wrapped with some band-aids. It was kind of tricky keeping the band-aids wrapped around the ears. I ended up getting the hang of it towards the end, and it was fairly easy after that. Now I don't even have to do much to them. I'm just personally keeping them with a little bit of Neosporin on there just to ease the scarring a little bit so it's not so red and noticeable. And in 30 days, I am going to be able to re-pierce them, and I already have a pair of earrings that I want to use. They're these cute little black diamond studs. I'm so excited! They are going to have to re-pierce them in a different area, so it's going to have to be re-pierced above the scar, which I'm sure is still gonna look very cute. I'm very excited. I've been wanting to have earrings for the longest time, so I'm so happy that it is almost there. Please let me know if you want to see a updates vlog in 30 days when I do go in for the re-piercing, see how my ears are looking at that point. I would be more than happy to keep updating you guys on the ear situation. I really hope that you guys enjoyed seeing this ear repair. If you did, please don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, and hit that little bell button. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys!